So I was asked, what is my top 5 things that I wish I knew when I started my business? Ooh, I have more than 5, but I'm going to try to keep this video short. So I'm going to give you all 5 of the things I wish I knew before I decided to be an entrepreneur. So it's your girl K650 Credit, and we talking about all the dumb ish that I did when becoming an entrepreneur. Let's get into the video. All right, y'all. So I got a lot, but we're going to try to keep this cute. The first thing I think I can say when I started entrepreneurship that I wish I knew was how hard being an entrepreneur really was. I was like most of y'all, and we're going to keep it all the way 100 because if you on this channel and you watching this video, we tell the truth, nothing but the truth, okay? I had no idea how hard it was actually to be a business owner until I became one. I thought that all you had to do was actually make money. I did not know all the responsibilities that came with being an entrepreneur. I thought quitting my job was going to set me free and I was just going to be able to live my life. Listen, I've never worked so hard at anything ever, right? I work hard now. Like, you think because you're your own boss, that you don't really have to put the work in. You have to put double the amount of work in. You have to stay up all night sometimes. You have to work until your eyes burn. Like, it's no exaggeration. I know that you guys hear on Instagram all the time, oh, you got to put in 18 hours as an entrepreneur and you got to do it. They're telling the truth. I currently am shooting this video at 11 o'clock at night because this is the only time I could shoot, right? So, but somebody has to do it. The content still has to come out. So if I can say the first thing that I didn't know that I wish I knew, because it might have kept me at my job a little longer, is how hard it is. Like, it's really hard. There's no shortcuts in this business. If you think that you want to be great at it, you're constantly trying to reinvent yourself. You're studying. It's like going to school on steroids because I spend so much time studying, but then I have to spend so much time implementing things. And then I have to study and then check to see if it worked. And, so top one I would say is being an entrepreneur is really hard. And I think that most people don't talk about how hard it is. People glorify the good stuff and, oh, I'm making a bunch of money, but nobody talks about the sleepless nights. Nobody talks about how many times you cry. Nobody talks about any of that stuff. So that would be one, right? Number two would be definitely how to manage money. I thought I knew how to manage money, but I didn't. I hired an accountant very quickly. And I would say hire an accountant to go hand in hand with that because there's so much moving variables when you own a business. So, like, taxes are a lot different. You're making more money than you probably ever made. You think because the business is making money, you're making money. So you transferring, wow, crazy. Like, you're just doing things that you do naturally, that you did naturally in your everyday life, not realizing that that doesn't work in the business world. So I definitely would have hired an accountant like sooner. I owed the IRS some money and I'm still actually paying back the money because I did my taxes all wrong when I first became a business owner. So that was a hard lesson to learn that I wish I just hired an accountant right off the bat. That probably would have been the first person I put on payroll, but for sure, I wasn't as good as managing money as I thought I was. And it's okay to ask for help because there's so much stuff that you just don't know, like, especially if you're like a first generation entrepreneur. So hire an accountant would definitely have been two. Um, three. Three would have to be, I would have asked for help sooner. I would have said, I need help. I thought that I was like in a position where I could do it all by myself. And I was on like this ego trip, I guess. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but I was. I thought I didn't need anybody to help me with anything until I realized my weaknesses. So it's no secret, and I always keep this all the way 100 with y'all. I suck at writing. Writing is not my strong suit. It took me 4 times to get out of English class in college. Like, writing is not my strong suit. And when I had to like draft emails and stuff like that, it almost looked so unprofessional because I really struggle with like basic grammar. Like it's not my thing. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I think that people need to start being honest with themselves about things that they lack in so that A, you can become better, because now I enjoy reading because I know that this is not my strong suit. I spend more time trying to get better at it because I'm real with it. I know I'm great at a lot of things, but that's just not one. And if I had this mentality when I first started a business, how I know that this is my weakness, I would have hired my wonderful, I can't even call her my assistant anymore because she does way more than that. But for the sake of this video, my assistant, who writes all my emails, who makes sure that whenever I do put something out, she checks. And I still fall short on that, but it definitely helps. It definitely keeps my anxiety low. And it definitely makes me feel more confident as a business owner, to have somebody who can help me and something that I'm not strong in. And that's what a lot of building a team is hiring people that can help you on your weaknesses and not being afraid to say, I need help, I'm not strong in this, can you help me so I can excel to the next level? Because I'm great at a lot of things, but if I sat there and stress myself out every day about little things on the grammar aspect, I would not be able to do bigger things in the business. So, hey, y'all, sorry to interrupt your episode, but I want to tell you something. If you're looking to build a business from start to finish, I would love to coach you. I will help you build this thing from start to finish, getting your LLC, your business address, your EIN number, you name it, I will help you do it. I know building a business can be completely hard and it can be stressful, but I want to coach you to get you to the finish line so you can go ahead and get funding for your business. So if this is you, click the link below and let me coach you on how to take your business from 0 to 6 figures today. Don't wait. Look, I want to coach you and I want to help you excel and achieve everything you're looking for in your business. All right, let's get back to the episode. I would definitely have asked for help a lot sooner. I think that I would have been able to get a jump start on a lot of things if I just say, hey, I'm not really good at this. Can you help me? Um, and then 4 would probably be, I would have gotten a coach a lot sooner. I definitely would have hired a mentor a lot sooner because a lot of mistakes that I made early on, I think I would have kind of avoided if I just was okay with spending the money. Most of us are scared to spend money. Like, let's just be real. My mentor cost me like 3,500. Now, 3,500 for somebody who's making $30,000 a year, that's a lot of money. Like, it's a lot. So for me, I was afraid to spend the money. I didn't want to say I needed help. So I was YouTubing like everybody else. And I thought YouTube was going to give me the gate to financial freedom. And I realized that I need a mentor. And that was the best 3,500 I've ever spent because I've made it back tenfold. So I definitely would have hired a coach. And I know so many people talk about coaches and they're overrated, but coming from somebody who only was able to make her first bag for real, it came from hiring a mentor. Like, straight up, we're gonna give all credit where credit is due. I was coached to that bag. And I would have done it a lot sooner if I knew that that initial investment would have turned around and did what it did for me. Um, and I would say 5, I would have changed my circle way sooner. Listen, if y'all don't take anything away from this video, change your environment as soon as you realize that the environment is no longer conducive to what you got going on. I literally cannot express this enough. Your environment has everything to do with why you're not successful. If you trying to sit around and please people and be cool and act like certain things is cool that you know is not cool, it's literally going to hold you back. How many of you guys can really say, okay, I am gonna stay home tonight. I'm gonna miss out on fun because I'm trying to build a business. And that's a hard thing to say. It sounds cool on Instagram. Oh, you could miss out on stuff for temporary fun. You know that saying. Yes, it sounds cool, but how many of you are really willing to say no? Like, how many of you are really willing to say, okay, y'all, that's not it. I'm gonna go do this. Like, your environment has literally everything to do with if you're gonna be successful or you're not going to be successful. Are you talking to people that's about money, or are you talking to people that's about a bunch of BS? Are you talking to people that's taking you to the next level and going to show up to the conference with you and learn how to learn a new skill with you, talk about how we're going to be on the team together? Or are you talking to people that's just trying to figure out what they about to do tomorrow? We going to smoke hookah? What we doing? That really makes a difference. And I know I talked to you guys a lot about moving to Atlanta, but it really did change my life. Like the network I have out here, the accessibility I have out here, I don't have as many distractions. Like it really changed the game for me. So if I knew what I know now, then I would have been picked myself up and moved. I would have been made myself more available to the things that nurture me, nurtures my business, nurture my dream, opposed to trying to fit in. Because I used to be scared to say I don't want to go places. I used to be scared. Like who wants to not fit in? Who wants to not be that? But I always was known for saying no to things. But deep down inside, I used to be home like, dag, I'm missing out. But now I don't feel like that because the environment I in don't even make me feel like that. So if I had to tell you guys anything, your environment is really going to make or break whether you're successful or not. And that's no cliche. But if I leave you guys with anything else, I want you guys to know, before you decide to become an entrepreneur, ask yourself, are you really willing to work for this? Because it's really no handouts. You're not going to fake your way to the top. You're not going to accidentally make money. It has to be strategic and you have to be hungry. And I'm on the lower level of entrepreneurship. And I watched a video the other day, is what will make you go from 6 to 7 figures. And his exact words was hard work. Hard work. You're not going to accidentally just make $1 million. You have to work at it. So before you decide to become an entrepreneur, are you really ready for this? I'll see you guys in another video.